So put your hands together for your next comedian, Keith Curtis.
All right. Thanks for coming out to the Night of Diversity. This is the urban hip-hop portion of the show, so I taught Cam Newton how to do the dab. It was pretty cool. And but it's good to be here. So one thing to tell you about myself is I'm originally from a small town in Virginia, but I'm single, and I live in Phoenix now, and I drive a Mercury Sable. And I now know if you're a single guy who drives a family car, ironically, this hurts your chances of ever starting a family. I read this in Men Who Drive Saturns Don't Get to Venus. But I'm originally from a small town in Virginia, so I'm a little bit Virginia, a little bit Phoenix. This means I'm looking for a bowling trophy wife. Men say they want trophy wives. I say be careful what you wish for. She could be like the Stanley Cup. 100 years old with names of Canadian men tattooed all over her. I do love hockey, but it's a sport I never take a date to because every intermission they bring out the Zamboni. This thing is like a giant floor buffer that smooths out the ice. I don't want women thinking sports are normally interrupted with chores. So I take women to football games because a riding mower never comes out at halftime. I do love football, and if I ever get engaged, I'm going to use the Jumbotron at a football game. I like it because I could fake being all sentimental once I'm married. Oh, honey, wouldn't it be romantic to return to the spot where we got engaged 8 times during the fall? 9 or 10 if we make the playoffs? I have a lot of strong opinions about football, not so much about what women wear, so I'd like to date someone who wears football jerseys because then I would actually have an opinion. Okay, you're going country dancing Cowboys, taking a trip, Jets, to the butcher shop, Packers, to a poetry reading, Ravens, to Paradise Valley, Jaguars. Shopping, Chargers. This leads to Bills, unless she's a kleptomaniac, Steelers. Or she's a gold digger who uses my card, 49ers. Going to church, Saints. Or if it's a Catholic mass, Cardinals. I do watch too many sports. I realized it was getting bad when I started watching ESPN Classic, reruns of old sports. A friend asked me, Keith, how can you watch a game where you already know the outcome? And I said, will you go to Phoenix Suns games? But they're better than the Lakers, so that part's good. And the Clippers are better than the Lakers. That's pretty wild. But yeah, so I watch a lot of TV. One guilty pleasure of mine is Jerry Springer, and I know I shouldn't watch it. It's a guilty pleasure, and it always makes me homesick. And but Jerry Springer has his little final thought, which is ridiculous because a final thought implied there was thinking earlier in the show. They should call it the only thought. And I like TV infomercials. I used to love the one for that Tempur-Pedic mattress to show you how great it is. They had a person on one end of the bed jumping up and down. The other end of the bed has a wine glass that doesn't tip over. If you're at home on your conventional mattress jumping up and down, tipping over wine glasses, your first thought should be, hey, I need to quit drinking. Not, hey, I need a new mattress. But yeah, I'm single, and I've tried a lot of different things with dating, like internet dating, and you can meet some crazy women online. I met a woman who had been in a prison chain gang. It's the first personal ad to ever say, I don't enjoy long walks. And on the internet, every time women send me a photo, it's a glamour shot from high school. To know what they look like today, I send it to the Missing Persons Bureau to get age progressed. And then there's the whole thing of all the abbreviations in the emails, like the XOXO, which means hugs and kisses. Apparently, I didn't know this. I'm like, XOXO, she really likes football. She's trying to draw up a play in this email. I think I'm in love. And I know the perfect place to get engaged. So it's... But dating, it's been up and down, but a few women have told me I'm a good catch, but unfortunately they had a catch and release policy. Women don't get me. I'm starting to think that maybe my love language is a foreign language. Maybe it's Dutch since I don't like paying for dinner. But yeah, I've never been married. Some people really want to get married and they resort to the mail order bride. And, I wouldn't do that. But I think it would be bad to get your mail order bride through Amazon unless you're a polygamist, because they would say, here are other brides just like her. And I don't think like a married person anyway. And my realtor realized this because she shows me a place and the bathroom has double sinks. And she explains to me, now you and your wife can get ready for work at the same time. Well, I'm not married. I see double sinks and I think, wow, I can clean half as often. Now I need a bathroom with double toilets. I could change them around once a year like a farmer. Call it crap rotation. Yeah. My cleaning habits are bad. I knew it was bad when I used the surge protector for my computer. This thing has like 8 plug outlets on it. I started using it for Glade plug-ins. My place still looks like a gas station bathroom, but it smells like a country garden. I don't bother cleaning my car. It's pointless because I've learned something important. You cannot pimp a Sable. I once had flames painted on my car. People thought it was really on fire. And my car only has one cool feature. I got that GPS navigation system. I got it because I have no girlfriend to tell me when I'm lost. You made a wrong turn. But I got it customized where I feel like I'm in a relationship. Turn right in 0.1 miles. Stop at the church where we met. Open the door. I still need to see other people. That's why it's called GPS. It's a girlfriend passenger substitute. There's some crazy cars out there. Mercedes now makes a minivan. It's a Mercedes minivan. I thought the point of having a Mercedes was to look cool. You can't look cool in a minivan. I don't care what the hood ornament says. Mercedes minivan is like wearing a leather jacket with plaid pants. So I'm not really a car guy. I'm more of like a history buff, and I love history, and growing up in Virginia, it was a state so rich in history. So it stinks when I go to Vegas, a place where all the history is fake. The New York casino has a replica of the Statue of Liberty. It was a gift from the Paris casino. The Statue of Liberty does not belong in Vegas. It's supposed to be a beacon of hope to immigrants crossing the Atlantic in harsh conditions, looking for a better way of life. Not hope to gamblers crossing the street from the MGM, looking for cheaper craps tables. The inscription on the Vegas Statue of Liberty is a little different. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to break even. So I like history, and I also try to keep up with current events. And, it's a lot of stress in the world with war on terror. And the way we approach war is different now because we go in and we bomb a country, but then we give them running water and electricity. So the mayor of Apache Junction announced he has weapons of mass destruction. All right, folks, I'm going to introduce our next act.